For a time in the cold is Nibiru engulfed, for part of its circuit by the sun strongly is it heated. A thick atmosphere Nibiru envelops, by volcanic eruptions constantly federal. All manner of life this atmosphere sustains, without it there will be only perishing. In the cold period the inner heat of Nibiru keeps about the planet, like a warm coat, that is constantly renewed. In the hot period it shields Nibiru from the sun's scorching rays. In its midst, rains it holds and releases, to lakes and streams giving rise. Lush vegetation our atmosphere feeds and protects, all manner of life in the waters, and on the land to sprout it caused. After aeons of time our own species sprouted, by our own essence and eternal seed to procreate. As our numbers grew, to many regions of Nibiru our ancestors spread. Some tilled the land, some four-legged creatures shepherded. Some lived on the mountains, some in the valleys their home made. Rivalries occurred, encroachments happened, clashes occurred, sticks became weapons. Clans gathered into tribes, then two great nations each other faced. The nation of the north against the nation of the south took up arms. What was held by hand to thrusting missiles was turned. Weapons of thunder and brilliance increased the terror. A war, long and fierce, engulfed the planet. Brother amassed against brother. There was death and destruction both north and south. For many circuits desolation reigned in the land. All life was diminished. Then a truce was declared. Then peacemaking was conducted. Let the nations be united, the emissaries said to one another. Let there be one throne on Nibiru, one king to reign over all. Let a leader from north or from south by lot be chosen, one king supreme to be. If he be from north, let south choose a female to be his spouse as equal queen to reign alongside. If by lot a south male be chosen, let the north's female be his spouse. Husband and wife let them be, as one flesh to become. Let their firstborn son be the successor. Let a unified dynasty thus be formed, unity on Nibiru forever to establish. In the midst of the ruins, peace was started. North and south by marriage were united. The royal throne into one flesh combined, an unbroken line of kingship established. The first king after peace was made, a warrior of the north he was, a mighty commander. By lots, true and fair, was he chosen, his decrees and unity were accepted. For his abode he built a splendid city, Agade, unity meaning, was its name. For his reign a royal title he was granted, and it was, the celestial one was its meaning. With strong arm order in the lands he re-established, laws and regulations he decreed. Governors for each land he appointed, restoration and reclamation was their foremost task. Of him in the royal annals, the sit was recorded and the lands unified, peace on Nibiru he restored. He built a new city, the canals he repaired, food to the people he provided, there was abundance in the lands. For his spouse the south a maiden had chosen, for both love and warring she was noted. And Otiu was her royal title, the leader who is an spouse, the given name cleverly did mean. She bore 3 sons and no daughters. The firstborn son was by her named Ki, by a solid foundation was its meaning. Alone on the throne he was seated, a spouse to Jews was twice postponed. In his reign, concubines were brought into the palace, a son to him was not born. The dynasty thus begun was by the death of Anki disrupted, on the foundation no offspring followed. The middle son, Though not the firstborn, the legal heir was pronounced. From his youth, one of 3 brothers, it by his mother was lovingly called. The one in the middle his name did mean. By the royal annals and .lb he is named in kingship celestial. By generations, the one who is in son the name signified. He followed his father in on Nibiru's throne. By count, he was the 3rd to reign. The daughter of his younger brother he chose to be his spouse. In .lb she was called the Lady of Pounds. A son to Ninib was born. The successor on the throne he was, the 4th by the count of kings. By the royal name and .shar.